gonna continue watching this shit for some reason. Let's dive back into it.
He was just mortified. He was upset. He just wasn't having it, and he did it. He did it. They stripped him and did it.
It was a full strip search and an examination of his genitalia.
Yes, because this child described things on his body, and that's how they got the warrant, I'm assuming.
Specific markings on his genitalia.
Yes. Yes.
What was Michael's reaction? What was he like after that?
He was extremely upset.
He was, you are fucking asshole.
They served a search warrant on me, which allowed them to view and photograph my body, including my penis, my buttocks, my lower torso, thighs, and any other area that they wanted.
Jackson and his lawyers fought back, claiming those abuse allegations were no more than a money grab.
Never, ever. I could never harm a child or anyone. It's not in my heart.
But the case was still settled out of court for a whopping $22 million.
I'm a mother, and I was reading what a prepubescent child was saying about what Michael Jackson.
I know this doesn't really matter really with this, but I want to say obviously we know it's not true. We know it's not true. We all know this shit is true. But if it, let's say it was for a second, why would you keep going back? And you fucking go. You go.
And did to him, and it took my breath away. It gives me goosebumps to think about it today.
Of course it does.
It's all a lie. His attorneys wanted him to sell because there's a lot of stuff going on and everything.
It's a big claim, though, isn't it, Jermaine? They're settling for $22 million.
Because that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. They got what they want. They got the money.
This is a favorite thing for the family and fans to say that, well, they're just out for money. Really? This is not an easy thing for a child molestation victim to come forward, especially not for young boys.
The episode tainted Jackson's image.
The time has come for Michael Jackson to move on to new business.
He tried to win back the world's good opinion with a short-lived marriage to Lisa Marie Presley. The newlyweds even recorded a neurotic music video together.
How could this be?
Were they in love?
Yeah, nothing.
I think so. But it's very tough when you got the king of pop and then you got Elvis's daughter coming together. But who knows? Listen, it's Hollywood.
Was it a consummated, real marriage, like between husband and wife? It was a consummated marriage. It was. Okay, that's all.
Do you believe Michael Jackson had an interest in women?
No, I don't think so. I think he had an interest to meet certain ends.
Wait, let's go back. I didn't actually hear what you said.
It was. Okay, that's all.
Do you believe Michael Jackson had an interest in women?
Okay, I'm pretty sure it just said, do you think Michael Jackson had an interest in women? Well, no shit, Sherlock. He dated tons of women throughout his life. He got married twice. What's wrong with you? Did they ever come to mind? Obviously fucking not.
No, I don't think so. I think he had an interest to meet certain ends. You know, he needed to have a date to go somewhere. There was Brooke Shields. He needed to get married to wipe away some of the bad publicity. There was Lisa Marie. But I don't think he was sexually interested in women.
Michael Jackson has just been accused of sexual abuse by one of his young playmates, 13-year-old Jordan Chandler. But neither the allegations nor the $22 million payout discouraged Jackson from filling his Neverland ranch with busloads of children, or from hosting his underage sleepovers. For how long would he be inside his bedroom with these boys?
Overnight. He didn't come out during the day. You know, it was terrible. People joke, oh, the boss is a vampire. You know, he only comes out at night.
There you go. There's
Still think that it's acceptable to share your bed with children?
Of course. Of course, why not?
Rather than changing his ways, Jackson was defiant.
But, and the thing was, he wouldn't actually like sleep in the bed with them anyway, because he would sleep on the floor. Jesus Christ, these people need to actually research before doing this kind of shit on national television.
If you're gonna be a pedophile, if you're gonna be Jack the Ripper, if you're gonna be a murderer, it's not a good idea. That I'm not.
He openly paraded his favourite young fans, even taking them on tour.
I was a big fan. I see the first concert, it was in 1992 in Munich. And I told all the people at this time, one time I will meet Michael Jackson. And everybody say to me, yeah. And then the moment comes, yeah.
German Michael Jacobshagen was a starstruck 12-year-old when he met Jackson in Paris. So all of a sudden, you're standing there in a hotel room with your idol.
Yeah. And this was amazing. I mean, I saw him and then he gave me a hug and he say in German, Ich liebe dich. This is in I love you. I love you in German. And then I spent a complete day with him together and we played, and there was also another kids too.
How many other children were there?
Around 4 or 5 another children.
Is it Michael just do that? He would hang out with kids, you know. Did I just see him kids were most likely to, most close to him, sorta, maybe. Don't know what kind of stuff Michael does. That's what he did.
Young Michael Jacobshagen went home to Germany, but Jackson didn't forget his new friend.
This was a Christmas letter what he's sending to me, to my friend Michael. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. See you very soon. I love you. Love, Michael Jackson. This was from Christmas 1997. Yeah.
Jackson continued courting Michael from the other side of the world with tenderly worded notes and letters.
One of them is from Neverland, what he sent it to me. This was after 1998. He writing, Michael, I truly miss you very much. Thanks for your loyalty and support. I wait for you at Neverland. All my love, always, Michael Jackson.
How many of these letters did he send you?
30, 35.
Is that a problem?
Those letters culminated in an invitation to join Jackson on a leg of his History World Tour. That's Michael with his idol waving from a hotel window in Berlin. Tell me about the very first sleepover with Michael Jackson. What happened?
First, it was just sleeping, so sometimes sleeping also another kids in the bed. It was not just me.
And what would happen in the bed?
I mean, watching all this Peter Pan, I don't know how many times I watched Peter Pan. I can't watch anymore. Because I watched, I don't know how many, 70, 100 times, and all this time with Michael, it was absolutely his favorite, yeah? Because he say he is Peter Pan.
When did you first spend your night on your own with Michael Jackson?
This was in 1998.
Would there be any contact between his body and your body?
Yes. I mean, we was together, our bodies was together. I was on this side, and he was behind me, and he put his arm around me.
Pressed up against you?
Yes.
Was there ever anything sexual that happened between you?
The bodies together, you know? The bodies, that's why he also, my rubber friend, you know? I mean...
What does that mean?
Rubber is that you put your two bodies together. You know?
As in rubbing up against each other?
Yes, this is exactly what is rubber.
You know, to hear these accusers, it almost sounds like a love affair. Michael Jackson, according to them, loved to hug and kiss and snuggle and bounce him up and down on his knee and call him Rubba and give him cute nicknames and give him gifts, just like any paramour. But they say, as the time went on, this grooming, as they call it, escalated.
Michael Jacobs Hagen was no longer just a fan. He was Michael Jackson's special friend. The relationship stepped up a level. Was Michael Jackson ever naked around you?
Yes, when we was in the jacuzzi.
He would fully strip off?
Yes, he was naked in the jacuzzi, and then he asked me also and say, you can do the same if you want. And I say to him, no, I don't want that. And he said, you can do it like me. Yeah, there's no problem.
There's a lot of people out there who are motivated because they see Michael's vast estate and they want a piece of that. That's not the motivation for you.
I don't want a piece of the estate, no.
You don't want any money from Michael Jackson's estate?
No.
What sets Michael's claims apart from all the others is that he has physical proof to back up what he is saying.
There's a book called The Boy. This is a book with naked boys, completely naked boys inside. And this is what he gave it to me as a present. This was one of the pages here.
What does that say?
To Michael J, my friend, your rubber friend, MJ.
On the opposite page there, Michael, is an image of a boy who looks, 8 or 9 years old and is totally naked.
Yeah, this is is a naked boy. You see the same what I see? Because I see it now the first time. Take the book and look the pictures. I never saw that. You see something? Because I saw it now the first time.
It's circled.
Yes.
You know, quite clearly you can see here there's a circle that's been drawn around the boy's backside. There's also, I don't know if you can see here, there's an arrow that's pointing up towards it as well.
I never saw that before. I see it now with the light the first time.
This is so wildly inappropriate. There are not words for it.
This is not art. This is, in my opinion, pornography.
If what you're saying is true, Michael, this is a stunning piece of evidence.
I know that also now.
You're not making it up, you're not lying.
No, absolutely not.
That's no type of evidence whatsoever. Just like freaking proof that Michael gave it to me. Just like, oh, Michael gave it to me as a birthday present and then a Christmas present. Freaking doesn't mean we're gonna bloody believe you, mate, and we're gonna believe that Michael gave it to you. Just you said so.
But we weren't going to simply accept Michael's word. In fact, in Europe, he's even been accused of forgery. So we took his book to America's foremost forensic handwriting analyst. His verdict? In your expert opinion, is this Michael Jackson's handwriting?
There is no doubt in my mind that Michael Jackson wrote these notes.
No doubt.
No doubt.
How certain are you?
I'm 100% certain the person who inscribed these notes is Michael Jackson.
Were you ever accused of having sexually molested McCullough? That's instruction I can't find out.
That probably seems almost bloody impossible to be able to find out if someone bloody freaking wrote something on somewhere just by bloody reading it. Fucking fake as shit. Oh, I've been 14 minutes.
Jackson was at the center of extremely damaging and ugly rumors about his many relationships with young boys. But when questioned, Jackson's lawyers were quick to shut things down.
Were you ever accused of having sexually molested grandmas?
Who answered that?
This lawyer's interview came after 5 Neverland workers were sacked for raising their concerns about Jackson's behaviour. But yet again, Jackson was in total denial.
I get angry and I want to talk about it to set the record straight. You get tired of people lying. I get tired of situations like this where people completely lie on me and I'm sick of it.
Melanie Bagnall was one of the so-called Neverland 5. She claims the Michael Jackson machine sprang into action the moment they threatened to go public with child abuse allegations.
These bodyguards were there terrorizing employees, and it started to be a really scary time. There was an incident where a bodyguard took his gun out, and said, if you don't have anything nice to say, maybe you shouldn't say anything.
Well, did you actually believe that they could kill you?
Sure.
Prince, over here. Prince, start here and then go out there, Chris.
Despite all the unwelcome scrutiny, Jackson still went on to have 3 children of his own.
Daddy.
Prince.
Hi, my name is Prince Michael Jackson, and I am my daddy.
Harris.
You tell her what you want her to say.
And Blanket.
Yes.
And his parenting style was equal parts odd and downright dangerous.
Yeah, I don't think you meant
But
to be
it wasn't just Jackson's behaviour towards his own children that made headlines. It was this moment in an explosive 2003 documentary exposing his disturbingly close relationship with 13-year-old cancer patient Gavin Arvizo.
You're going to talk about that now, Holly has been not going to talk about how the whole freaking documentary, how the whole was the Michael Jackson documentary was fucking full of shit. Well, fucking okay then, mate.
There was one night I stood in the guy asked him if I could stay in the bedroom. He let me stay in the bedroom. I was like, Michael, you can sleep on the bed. And he was like, no, you sleep on the bed, sleep on the bed. We're like, no, you sleep on the bed. And then he finally said, okay, if you love me, sleep on the bed. I was like, oh man. And so I finally slept on the bed.
After watching the documentary, Gavin's mother, Janet Arvizo, went to the police.
An arrest warrant for Mr. Jackson has been issued. Mr. Jackson's been given an opportunity to surrender himself to the custody of the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Department.
Could you relay what the accusations from Gavin were?
Well, there were multiple acts of molestation, but the molestation was all touching. He was touching Gavin's genitalia and expected him to do the same with Michael Jackson. Jury selection went about 4 or 5 days, but
Assistant District Attorney Ron Zonen led the prosecution case against Jackson and his high-powered legal team.
How could this go on with so many people involved? Parents, staff. Did they all just turn a blind eye?
it was a combination of things. The people who worked on Neverland were very protective of him. Nobody addressed the issue. Nobody talked about it. Nobody came to conclusions. They would discuss it among themselves. The guards would see a child go into his room and stay there overnight and for days at end. And they simply didn't allow themselves to draw the conclusion that anyone would conclude. They just didn't allow themselves to address that, in part because he was truly an international superstar.
So because this was Michael Jackson, this was the great unspoken.
Yes.
No.
Yes, unspoken is probably the best way of describing it.
Jackson faced 10 serious charges of abuse against Gavin Arvizo, including 4 counts of child molestation. He pleaded not guilty. The trial was a sensation. Huge international news.
The first day that we showed up, there were helicopters circling over the courthouse. There was a crowd of a few thousand people who were there, his fans, chanting, yelling. There were maybe
hundreds of reporters. I mean, I was told for closing argument that there were 1,500 reporters at the courthouse.
How did the jurors react to the sight of this mega superstar in the dock?
You know, very differently than any other child molest case that I had ever tried. I mean, there were a number of jurors who were just giddy with excitement at the prospect of being in a room with Michael Jackson. You're dealing with an international superstar. This is not just Joe Blow. They owned his music. They grew up with him.
Jackson's legal team threw everything at Gavin Arvizo and his family. Among the pop star's key defenders was child actor Macaulay Culkin and a young Australian dancer, Wade Robson, who lived with Jackson as a boy.
Yeah, you know, there's been different times where it's just me and Michael. Then there'll be other times where he has other friends over too. That's what, like what Brett said, it's just a slumber party. We just have a lot of fun.
The court believed Wade Robson. Jackson was acquitted. But in an amazing about-face 5 years ago, Wade admitted that he too had been molested by Jackson.
Every time we were together, it happened. It started with him fondling, then it moved into kissing him, kissing me on the lips like a French kiss sort of thing. And then it moved to oral sex. Michael was a child predator, a child sexual abuser.
If Michael Jackson is the monster you believe him to be, why was he never convicted?
Before we have to hear that arsehole Fred didn't say anymore, we're going to end it here. And then I'll put this up, and then I'll film another episode, so I wanted content out quickly. Hope you enjoyed the video. I didn't enjoy making it. Bye.